Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. I'm so happy you found us. My name is Mal and I am the owner and maker of Made by MANIANDMAL. Today's tutorial is a very beginner friendly tumbler. I wanted to kind of bring it back to the basics because we do so many like intricate, complicated cups with a lot of steps. So I really just wanted to bring it all the way down and simplify the process with just a very simple glitter waterfall tumbler. I really love how this one turned out and I hope that you enjoy the tutorial. If you do, make sure you let me know down in the comments and hit that thumbs up button down below as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would hit that subscribe button down below too. I upload new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of the new videos. Okay, I think that's it. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's go! We're going to be using a 30-ounce skinny from Craft Haven. This is the original 30-ounce skinny, so it does have a little bit of a taper to it. I'm going to start by base painting it with Sensible Brown from Montana Colors. It's the perfect, like, just nude tone. And we're going to get right into mixing our own custom glitter. I'm using 3 different glitters. This is Be Mine from PDB. It's the perfect Valentine's Day mix. And then next is Cupid from Chase Ray. How gorgeous is that? And for this mix, I'm not measuring. I'm just mixing enough basically to go on this cup. And then the third thing we're going to add in are these cute little True Love hearts from PDB. This is purely just hearts, just a whole bunch of different heart shapes. And then I'm going to mix this together with my popsicle stick. Look at that. Hello! So once my spray paint is all dry, I'm going to mix up some epoxy. I use a little extra ink epoxy, and here I mixed up about 5 milliliters, so that's 2.5 milliliters of part A and 2.5 milliliters of part B. I mixed it together really, really well, and now I'm adding less than that 5 milliliters to the entire surface of my cup, making sure I have really smooth, even coverage. And I'm going to set that aside and let it sit about 5 minutes just so it can even out and get itself situated before we go in with the glitter. So with the glitter, I'm going to start off at the very, very bottom, and I'm going to cover the entire bottom of the cup, even the actual bottom. I know a lot of people don't like to put chunky glitter on the bottom of the cup, but I do. I think it just helps with the seamlessness. Everything looks right, so I put chunky glitter on the bottom. So I'm going to cover the bottom like 1.5 inches of my cup, and then I'm going to hold my cup at a angle going downward, and I'm holding the glitter way up, way out of frame, really high, because I just want to start to kind of inch my way up the cup and work the glitter up there. I don't want to start just like going full force and getting full coverage in places I don't want it. So because I mixed so little of this glitter, I had to refill my cup a bunch of times, but I went over that bottom section again, and now you can see that the glitter is falling further up the cup, going more towards the top, which is what I want. I really want this to be a nice like waterfall fade. You can go as slowly as you need to. If you want to start at the very bottom and just kind of move up the cup a little bit each time, definitely do that. Take your time. That's part of the reason we did the epoxy method, was so that we would have plenty of time to get this right. So once I've got all my chunky glitter on my cup, I'm going to take Sonnet from Peachy Olive Glitters. It's an extra fine, like rich rose gold color, more rose than gold, but I'm going to take that very carefully and just fill in all of that blank space that I have in between my chunky cuts of glitter. I'm just being very, very careful to not get it up into that blank space. I don't want a whole bunch of fine little pieces of glitter. I really want to just showcase the chunky pieces up at the top. So once all my glitter's on, I'm going to take a little piece of parchment paper and pat all of it down so that it's laying flat. And this is going to prevent us from having to do 1,000 coats of epoxy and a whole bunch of sanding that I don't want to do. So take the extra step, it's worth it. Just make sure your glitter is laying as flat as possible. Once I've done that, I'm going to take my scissors and just tap off any excess, and I'm going to let this dry about 6 hours before I go in with my first coat of epoxy over the glitter. So I'm using a little extra ink epoxy, of course. I've got about 30 milliliters here that I'm going to apply to my cup. I mixed up more than 30 milliliters, but this coat ended up being 30. And I'm just going really, really slow. I did not seal this glitter because I wanted a little bit of that chunky to travel up the cup very, very sparsely, as you can see, as I spread it onto the cup. So if you don't want that to happen, I would recommend sealing your glitter. I did another coat of epoxy on top of that one. The second coat was about 20 milliliters. And now I'm going in and doing all of my sanding. I've got a 60 grit sanding block here, and I'm really focusing on the rim. There's just spray paint really up at the top rim, so you shouldn't have to do a ton of sanding. This should not take a lot of elbow grease. I just took my craft knife too and got rid of any epoxy that was up on top of that top rim. And yeah, this sanding job was pretty easy. The cup was pretty smooth after the 2 coats of epoxy, so we didn't have to do a bunch of sanding on the body of the cup really, just in a couple places. Once I was done with the 60 grit sanding block, I moved into my 220 grit just to buff out any of those sanding marks and then sand any spots on the cup that needed a little bit. And once that was done, I washed my cup with dish soap and water, and then I went in with my final coats of epoxy. So I've got 15 milliliters probably that's going to go on this coat, and then I'll do a second coat of about 10, and we're all done. Of course, from here you could go on and add a decal or a name or anything like that, but I just really, really love the simplicity and the beauty of this glitter. So here is the finished cup. Look at how that glitter sparkles. Oh man, I just love it. So I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button and let me know what you think down in the comments. If you want to see more kind of beginner focused, beginner friendly videos on my channel, just let me know and I would be happy to put some of those together for you. And if there's anything else you want to see, be sure to let me know that down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Okay, love you. Bye. Kind of complicated, intricate, long, complicated tutorials. Complicated twice. I said complicated 2 times. Okay, we're gonna start over now. Great. A lot of feel comfortable with a technique. Oh my Lanta. Okay. And make sure, what am I doing with my hands? I hope you like it. Let's go. I hope you like it. Get it together, girlfriend. Okay, it's over now. Bye.